All right, guys, good afternoon. What's going on? My wife's in the background and tiny dog. Now I'm going out here. So today I am working on the MR2. Actually, I already have the strut brace off of the car because I'm finishing removing the traction control. No, I'm an idiot. Cruise control, which is kind of ironic because that was like one of the big selling points of this car that it had it. Now I'm not cutting anything or doing anything of that nature yet. But eventually I would like to go to a standalone, and I'd like to go drive-by-wire. If anyone who doesn't know, drive-by-wire has very much improved and has gotten, in my opinion, better than, you know, actual wired in throttle bodies. That's my opinion. So when I go standalone, it won't matter anyways because I'll be able to have all of that through the wiring. So I'll be able to have cruise control and everything back. Anyway, so right now I took off the top right now. I went ahead and undid the throttle cable here. Good freaking Lord. Undid the throttle cable there, and now what I'm doing is I need to break. There's a clip on the firewall I need to break off or detach from the long one here, weave this up under the intercooler piping, and then attach it here. It is that simple. There's a little clip on there you need to take a flathead to and snap it or break it off. Once you do that, it's pretty simple from there. Just bolt everything back up and you should be good to go. It's getting kind of dark, and even in my garage here I need to get some more lighting here, but I was able to get it completely removed now, and I got the cable moved too. I had to disconnect it from it back there at the firewall, then I rerouted the line up under the intercooler piping, so it gives a little bit cleaner look, and then I had to drill out another hole in this little bracket right here. Nothing crazy, but I had to drill one more hole in this, just put it down. So I guess I probably could have got with it, put a little bit more tension on this, but I want it to be more OEM-ish and have a little bit of slack like it's supposed to. This not be too tight, like this has plenty of movement. That's kind of how I have the Super actually tucked down under. Let me walk up here real quick. I don't have much light up here either, but this actually is, see if I can even see that. It's actually tucked down under there, so when the engine moves and stuff, it does hit a little bit, but it's not gonna hurt anything per se. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. I think it looks a lot cleaner. Plus the throttle like feels a lot better, like a shitload better. So I'm gonna try and take it for a spin here as long as the wifey lets me. So let's go ask her real quick. Oh, hey guys, just me, Bam Margera, back again. Since I always get that fucking comment. So guys, back now, and yeah, I'm back in the garage, and this will probably be a really shitty clip because my computer's been sucking dick. It's been horrible. Actually, as I'm saying that, I need to realize that I need to stop cursing because I just got a big comment on that. Bad habit. I need to stop, but I can't because I love beer and I like cursing. I don't really like weed or drugs. I guess beer is a drug, technically it's alcohol. Anyways, yeah, so I got everything back together. Set that there. But now I want to take it all back apart so I can get that heat shield off and paint it. So everyone keeps giving me shit and saying you need to paint the heat shield. Hey Ryan, you should really paint the heat shield. Ryan, paint that heat shield. You know what you should do, Ryan? Paint the heat shield. Yeah, I heard you the first 15 times. So I guess I will paint the heat shield. So what I'm gonna do here next is start removing everything, and yeah, shouldn't take me that long because I have power tools. So let's go ahead and start ripping this off. So I got everything off. We got the intercooler piping sitting right here. Got that off real quick, and it's just funny seeing how short it is. You guys can see down here. There's the intercooler itself, which is tiny. Now here's what we need to get off. If you guys can see, the heat shield is looking crusty. I'm gonna, I guess, trim it up a little bit. When I mean trim it, I'm going to clean it up a little bit, try to make it a little nicer. I think I'm gonna replace those bolts also because they're completely rusted. I'm hoping, keyword here, hoping, those don't snap off. So if that happens, then yeah, that's going to be another issue. So let's hope that doesn't happen and figure this out. So I think there is another bolt I don't know about, so I need to look up real quick where the bolt is. I've got these two bolts out, which I use my impact for to get them out. Thank God they came out easily. So now I think there's another bolt up front here, and then once I get that, this should pop right off, and I'll be able to run down and get some high temp paint and spray this. Not sure what color, maybe silver, black. I don't know. I'm out of breath. Holy fuck. I'm fat as fuck. Too much beer. There's no such thing as too much beer. What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm gonna get another beer. This is my white boy dance. This is the fucking shit I do. I love this music. Love it, love it, love it. But let me pause this because Keystone. Yeah, let me pause that. I had to bring out my handy dandy borescope here because the one bolt, I don't know what was happening, but it kept like rounding off. So I put the borescope down there to find it, and I was able to finally get everything off. I don't know why that heat shield was being such a pain, but it is crusty, beyond crusty. You can see the Burke 3-inch downpipe now. No cracks from what I can see visibly here. There is 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag with these cars though. I am now seeing that for sure. Those heat shields need to be there because now I realize that's where the fuel tank and all the lines are coming from. So that explains a lot. But I did get that off, and I already am spraying using VHT. Spraying this a nice black. Now, part of me wishes I would use just like, say, a block. I guess like a block, like the stuff you spray the block with, because this isn't very shiny. I know you're supposed to bake it, but I really don't want to put it in my nice brand new Samsung oven, which cost me a boatload of money, and I don't want to ruin it and make it stink like shit, and I think my wife would be pretty pissed. So what I'm going to do next here is, I put 2 coats on it. I'm going to put 1/3 coat, and it says to put like a pretty heavy / medium coat on it, so I'm going to do that. Letting it dry here just a little bit more yet. Once it dries just a little bit more, put that coat on, bolt it all back up, and just let it eat. If it flakes off, I don't really care, being honest. If it gets any worse, I will have it professionally done. This is just a temporary thing, and it's a stock shield. I can literally get one of these shields for probably free, to be honest. So yeah, just thinking this will make it look a little bit better. I didn't get all the rust off it either, so I tried to do the best I could. I just got it as close as possible. Again, it's going to look a lot better than what it did, so oh well, at least it looks better than what it did before. So yeah, I decided to put some other like enamel / ceramic on it to give it a little bit of gloss. It looks okay. You can see like there's some dirt and stuff in it. It's not perfect, I guess. I keep telling myself again, it was really shitty to begin with. It really needed like fully like sandblasted to be looking perfect. And I would have liked it to have been powder coated, but powder coat won't withstand the heat, I don't think. So this is what I've got. I gotta let it dry now for a while. It says after an hour I can install it. I'm probably gonna wait a little bit longer than that just to be safe. I'll just install it tomorrow, although I wanna drive the car right now. So yeah, so I'm gonna let this dry here. I'm gonna go inside and relax a little bit, let that dry, and then go and install it. And yeah, it should look a lot better when it's all on and good to go. All right guys, so I gotta run here to Lowe's, and I hit the wrong garage door. I need to hit the center one because that car doesn't run, so let's put that back down. I've gotta run here real quick, go out to Lowe's. There's a couple bolts I wanna replace here real quick. So if you look here, it's hard to see right now, but there's 2 bolts here. I don't want to put the old rusty ones back in, so I'm going to run out to Lowe's here, take the old ones with me, and get some stainless steel ones just because it looks a little bit nicer. Yeah, I just think that makes more sense. So I'm going to run here real quick, and then while I'm doing that, I don't know. Maybe go grab a Red Bull. That sounds like a great idea. Guys, I'm back. I just made a quick run to Lowe's, so I got some washers, and they actually had the M8 by 1.0 bolts I needed, and they're really short and stubby. I'm actually been kind of impressed by our local Lowe's. They're finally getting in all the metric bolts that I usually need. Now, they aren't exactly the way I prefer them. I usually buy flange bolts and stuff, and I get those offline, but I'm kind of in a pickle here, so I wanted to get this done, so I ran out there and grabbed these. Once again, you need M8 by 1.0, and then I'm not sure what size washers these were. I have no idea. So let's go ahead and try bolting this all back together and get this thing back on the road, because I want to drive it today because it is absolutely freaking beautiful. All right guys, so forget what I just said there. It's actually an M8 by 1.25. I screwed up. I had to just run back to Lowe's real quick and replace those, but I went ahead and got those bolts in and the black shields back on. So now I just need to put all the intercooler piping back on, button everything up, and go take the car for a drive. That didn't really do anything performance-wise, but it looks a lot better in my opinion. Okay, I got all the intercooler piping back on now. Cleaning up a couple things. I'm pretty sure though I'm going to remove this line next, and well, I shouldn't say remove, but reroute it. You have this line here, which is the vacuum line for the brake booster. So it's this guy here, runs the whole way up and over. Sorry, I'm behind the microphone right now, guys, so it's probably not the clearest. And then just run it straight from here, straight across into there. I have some black nylon. So I have some AN fitting nylon, I guess you would call it AN line. This is how much shit I just keep. I have a ton of, probably have, what is this? I have 10 foot of line here. That might be, I think that's dash, I believe this is dash 10 though. I need to see, do I have any dash 6? I think this is dash 6. I don't really want to run stainless, so this will be a temporary thing, I guess. But I had this for fuel line and I never used it. So instead of doing that, I'll run it from, turn this up so I don't scratch the paint, but from there to there. I think that'll look nice and clean. That's my opinion. So yeah, actually I'm gonna go ahead and do that now because I'm actually kind of stoked on that. I really like that idea. So I'm gonna go do that right now. All right, so I started removing the line right here, which went under there. Remove the hose that went from here to here. I'm bolting this. I got one more bolt under there yet, and then I can take this all out. And then I can run the line straight across. I think it'll look cleaner. Again, that's my opinion for this, guys. So yeah, let me get that real quick and yeah, be done. So I've got the line run across here. I kind of like it. It doesn't seem to be hitting except right here, which it's kind of good. So it's not rubbing against that. It's actually in a better position. It's actually probably ideal for it to be there. So I kind of like it running across. It got rid of this giant line here, this monstrosity. I got rid of this here. Now the only thing I need to do is add the check valve back in. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that because one side's bigger and it's threaded. So I'll have to figure it out. It shouldn't be that hard. Or what I might do is actually smooth off the threads on this. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it, but might smooth off the threads, use that as slip-on. I'll figure it out. Can't be that hard. So I'm going to keep messing with this here, take it for a drive, see what it's like without the check valve first, and then put the check valve on. All right, guys, so I got the line on. I had to make sure I put the check valve on here. Excuse me. So yeah, I had to put the check valve on. It's not exactly what I wanted because I wanted the line to wholly go up. Technically, I guess I don't need it, but I don't want to take any chance because you can get bubbles in the brake lines and I don't want that. So just ran that straight across. This is kind of a temp thing too. Like I said, I want to get a black nylon line for here, but I had a bunch of this extra line that I was never going to use, so it works for now. And Cody's here. Cody's here and he's working a cold Keystone and he's got a Pure Function hoodie on. If you guys want to, and you should go buy one. What do you think, Cody? Should you go buy one?
They should go buy one.
Cody, can you turn around for me real quick? Look at that back of that. Look at that. Look at that. Woo! Swole the fuck up. That's badass. Y'all should go get one. They're live in the store right now. This is gonna be a limited drop for me. I just don't want to buy a bunch of these. I have a bunch of the shirts in stock and I can ship them today, but once you get so many orders for those, they'll ship out immediately. I'm very, very close to getting there. So guys, place your last couple orders. Once I get them, that's it. And there will be no more. And there'll be another set, I guess, next winter. That'll be it for this year. So go buy some. All right, guys, so thank you very much. That was it for today. I'm just kind of going over working on MR2, getting some things buttoned up and kind of cleaning some things up in the car. I wanted to try something different. I'm gonna try and do some more research and see if I need to do anything related to, I don't know, I guess the check valve there. I tried going to AutoZone to get something smaller, but they had everything was just not right. So thank you guys very much. Do me a favor, go buy some merch or go check out the Facebook and Instagram page. I'm always posting stuff way ahead of time. And that's it. Thank you guys very much, and I'll talk to you later. Peace! There goes a sight from my soul.